Well, hello, Canadian Campaholic here with a quick little video log update. It's been a while since I've done a video for you guys, so I thought I'd just throw something together quick just to talk about what we're up to and what we have in the works. You'll have to forgive me, I'm draining the hot water tank. We're about 2 or so weeks between trips, so just draining that out, making sure that water's nice and fresh for the next trip. It is currently about a third of the way through October, and we are having an Indian summer. It has been extremely warm, temperatures in the mid to high 30s Celsius. We had pretty cold weather, we had a lot of rain, we were getting into single digits, and then all of a sudden we've had this glorious weather, but it won't stick around. It'll go back to being fall pretty soon. We still have 3 trips on the books. We've got 2 to go this month and then 1 in November. And then really depending on how November goes, if it's not too windy and not too rainy, we may do even more camping in November. It does mean, of course, the plumbing system will be out of action. One of the things I'll be doing in a video soon is winterization for this particular trailer, specifically winterizing the plumbing. As you know, once the temperatures start to dip below freezing at night and stay below freezing, you have to seriously think about winterizing your plumbing system. Now, the joy of an RV like this is you can still camp in it, you can still use it. You'd have to take an onboard water tank. We've got a 5-gallon one with a spigot that we can use, but it means that the actual water heater and the toilet and the water pump, all of that has to be winterized. We're going to do it a little differently this year. Last year I dumped a bunch of antifreeze in the holding tank and then pumped it through the system. That was very wasteful. I'll elaborate more on that when I do the specific video, but this year we've actually got a fitting that goes on to the pump itself, and we're going to use that to pull some antifreeze out of a jug. So stay tuned. We'll do a full video on that. The other video that I'm probably going to put together for you guys is I want to share our experiences with maintaining the gray and the black tank. We've owned this trailer for about a year. We did not have a gray or a black tank on our tent trailer. We do on this one, and there's a lot of debate about the best way to maintain those tanks to prevent smells and sludge on the sensors. I have to say the approach that we use is actually quite simple, but so far it's been very effective, knock on wood as I like to say. We've had no issues with the sensors, no real odor problems, and we have a pretty basic system on board. So those are 2 things that you have to look forward to in the next little while. While I have you with me, I'm actually going to turn the camera around for a second and we're going to head inside the trailer. The other thing I thought I would share that would be something which is worth discussing is this guy here. Television. We've never had a television in this particular trailer, although it does have a digital antenna on the roof. And it does have an external cable connection if you're in an RV park with cable. We never really felt the need for a television. For our kids, they don't really spend a huge amount of time in the trailer. If it is an evening where we've sat out by the fire and they're really tired and they want to come in and rest, they might watch a movie or a show on a tablet. But typically when my kids sit here at the dinette, they end up arguing. It's only a 7-inch tablet, so they start fighting over who can hold it, who can see it, and so on. My brother-in-law gave us this 19-inch flat screen. Now, as you can see, I have a pretty enormous counter in the trailer, but I don't know how my wife's going to feel about losing that much counter space to a television. It only just fits under the cupboards. But anyway, the price was right. It was free. Brother-in-law was very generous, didn't need it anymore, gave it to us. So as the weather is starting to change and getting very fall-like, you could have some very cold evenings. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to hook it up and try the digital antenna, see how that works. The other thing that we're going to do is actually use the DVD player, because you can hook that into the television, have the sound go through the speakers. So I'm hoping that because it's fall camping and we're a little more likely to be in the trailer, that this might actually prevent the bickering and the arguing with kids. But I'll admit, I'm torn, because to me, camping isn't really about spending all your time in the trailer. It's about your outdoor pursuits and then having a nice, comfortable base of operations to come home to at the end of the day or whenever you want. So having a TV, my uncle and I debate this fiercely, and he says, this is not camping, this is caravanning or RVing. I would agree. Some people would say it's glamping. But yeah, folks, I honestly feel the TV is taking us further and further away from true quote-unquote camping. So yeah, that's about it in a nutshell. We've done quite a few more trips over the course of the summer. I'll probably talk more about that in a future video as well. Once we get to the end of November and the snow starts to fly, there will be no more camping for us until at least April. I don't anticipate there will be a lot of videos to put together. I already have some videos on my channel about winter maintenance and what to do with a trailer like this in the winter months, so please do go ahead and check those out if you haven't already. But anyway, I'll wrap this video up. I hope that you guys have had a fantastic camping season. I hope that you're still getting some opportunities to get out there. Most of the RV parks and provincial parks around here, our equivalent of a state park, a lot of those have closed now. The Canadian Thanksgiving weekend just happened, and that's the last big bang for camping in this country. But if you're a diehard person like me, there are a couple of places, the Pinery, for example, that stay open year-round. So yeah, we're not done yet. 3 more trips, and then it'll be time for the long winter slumber. Anyway, hope you're doing well. All the best for the fall season. Please do give this video a thumbs up, and if you haven't already, please do subscribe. We'll see you later.